Hello everyone, and welcome to my Ranger PvE build. I use this build for running dungeons and anything that involves a party pretty much. That's not to say that you can't use this build to do things on your own. It's just that I tend to gravitate towards using Blind Executioner when it comes to soloing stuff. We'll get more into that later. Now let's talk about gear. I'm using the Retribution Bow with Quiver of the Forgotten Knights. We're gonna use the Area Inspector Headdress because we need as much crit rate as possible. Wind Chaser Tunic, Tracker Slacks. We're gonna use Boots of Vigilance, Gloves of Concentrated Opportunity. We're gonna use the Bloody Shoulder Guards and also the Shadow Sin Shoulder Guards because they reduce the defense. Then we're gonna use Belt of Concentrated Opportunity, Necklace of the Dead, and Ring of Whisper and Serpent God. So we will need 14 white runes and 8 greens in total to be able to use our accessories. Now let's talk about blessings. For this particular build, having Centurion's Command is vital, otherwise you won't be able to recharge your arrows. So, Mark works together with the Whispering Serpent God Ring. It helps you heal for the damage you deal. Lighting Arrow helps with reducing the target's attack power. But most importantly, Parting Shot refills 50% of your quiver every time you hit something with it. This is the most vital part of the build. Tempest Volley helps deal damage because it penetrates and gives you a bit of a crit rate. Now under class skills, Choking Powder is what we're looking for. Every time you use Flashbang on something, it reduces the defense by 30% for 10 seconds. So if you use Flashbang Arrow, you proc the 30% defense reduction. So let's go try it out on a little boss. Start off with Mark and Flashbang Arrow and simply start DPSing him down. After a whole rotation, you should start using Parting Shot to get half of your quiver back. Remember to always keep an eye out on your arrows. It's very easy to get carried away and not have any arrows left, at which point you have to simply stop hitting and let your arrows regenerate very slowly to 3 and then use your Parting Shot again. As I was saying at the beginning of the video, this isn't a very reliable way to run things solo, but it is very useful when you run with a group, because not only you're helping yourself do more damage, you're helping everybody in your party do a lot more damage with Mark and with Choking Powder. So let's have a look at running a dungeon. This one is CT, and I'm only using Bloody Shoulder Guards for now. I think on the last boss I'm just gonna put on Shadow Sin Shoulder Guards to increase the DPS and so that you can see a bit of a difference. I'll try to keep this as short as possible so you guys don't have to sit through the whole thing. Now I know that the archer that's in a party uses Mark also, so we're gonna take turns on using Mark on the boss. That way we have one Mark on him at all times, or at least try. While this is pretty much a random group, when you run dungeons with your friends, you would want a Berserker in your group, because if they're built right, they reduce the defense for about 50%. And it does stack with your Mark and the Choking Powder and everything else. Also, the Shadow Sin Shoulder Guards, even though I don't have any equipped right now, if anybody else in the party would have them, they would stack all together. But for an easy dungeon like CT, it's not really needed. The reason why I'm not using them now is because I would sacrifice too much of my DPS, and my Bloody Shoulder Guards give me 27% crit damage. So ultimately it's up to you to decide whether you want to sacrifice your own DPS to be able to reduce the defense even further, and that all simply depends on your party. I'm trying to make this as short as possible. As you can see though, as soon as I put Mark on and Choking Powder, everything starts melting. Especially with the pre-circle, that increases your attack. And also them using their Blind Executioner, when they use Healing Wave, it also increases your attack even further. Our Crusader also increases our attack even more. So even though this might not look like a heavy DPS party, turns out it is if everybody plays right. That's why it pays off to be a bit aware of what every other class can do. That way you can adjust your play style according to what you have in your party. If you end up in a party that's full of Crusaders and Priests, then it wouldn't be very effective to reduce the defense and everything while sacrificing your own DPS. I mean, you are a ranger after all. Your main job is to do damage. On the second boss in CT, you have to be even more aware of what's going on around you, particularly when you use your parting shot to refill your arrows, because if you're not looking what's behind you, you might end up getting knocked off of the platform. So try to keep that in mind when you're doing this particular boss. If you tend to stay close to the boss, usually priests will do their healing wave and you'll get that extra attack buff. All you have to do is be aware of where the sticky poison is, so you can spot it quickly and get in there before you get knocked down. Just keep in mind that if the stacks of poison reach 10, you'll get staggered, and it's pretty frustrating. So try to spend as little time as possible in the sticky poison. You'll notice that this build doesn't have a lot of defense. That's partially because I don't have a lot of mythic equipment. But if you're playing carefully, you don't really need that much defense. Because if you use Mark together with the Ring of Whispering Serpent God, you'll get 2% from your ring and another 1.4% from your Mark. And so because you're doing so much damage, your health is gonna get back up quickly, provided that you don't get hit constantly. For the last boss, I'm gonna equip my Shadow Sin shoulder guards to reduce the defense even more. The ones that I use only have 7.16 defense reduction, but if you find a really good pair, they can reduce up to 9.9%, which means I won't do that much damage because I'll have 27% less crit hit damage. But if you look underneath the boss's health bar, you'll see that there are 2 defense reduction debuffs now. One of them is from Choking Powder and the other one is from Shadow Sin shoulder guards. Just keep in mind that Mark has 30 seconds cooldown, while Flashbang Arrow has 35 seconds cooldown. So you'll want to hold off on putting Mark. That way your Lightning Arrow and Tempest Volley can hit through both Mark and Flashbang Arrow. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, you can drop a like. If you have any questions for Rangers, just leave a comment down below, and hopefully I can give you an answer. Enjoy the rest of this clip, and take care.